Skullgirls. All right, here we go.
Yeah. It just came out on Xbox Live Arcade and PlayStation Network. We're checking it out here.
Yep. We're playing as 3 characters right now, kind of a tag team type of a deal. Beck is what? Sarah?
Busty Babe.
Yeah, the Busty Babe, and I'm the other Busty Babe with the arms inside of her head. So, I don't think the term Busty Babe is really going to help you describe the character in this game.
Oh, that's for sure.
It's like,
well, except for her.
Except for her.
This is the odd one out.
The odd one out. So yeah, Skullgirls just came out on Xbox Live this last Tuesday in PSN, and I don't know. Have you got any sales numbers yet, Beck?
Sales numbers? No, I don't think they released those.
What about? Did you check VGCharts.com?
Yes, because they're so accurate.
Oh yeah, it's kind of like the Guinness Book, World Records of the video game world, really, or Congress. So this is pretty cool. Right? Yeah, damn it, I thought I had you there. I thought I had you all distracted. So this game has some beautiful art style. That's really the main draw here. Besides the fighting mechanics.
Oh yeah,
that's the afterthought.
Beautifully hand-drawn artwork with some really good music and great backgrounds.
Oh yeah, this game really reminds me of a fighting game from the 90s. In the sense, it's very creative and over the top. And it's not it's not going to sell millions of copies at Walmart, but it should get a loyal fan base.
Yeah, for sure. It's only $15 and there are 8 different characters, all who have who are fairly different builds. Like Valentine here is relatively fast, has like poison that can throw at you, and you're playing Misfortune. She's really fast but a little weaker. While like I just switch. Can.
And if you didn't guess the name, every character in this game is a girl. There are no male characters, so yeah, take that as you will. The story,
maybe you think, maybe not.
Yeah, probably. I mean, this is going after a certain demographic that I think will eat this up. We won't get into who. But, well, I don't know who did win actually.
I think I won.
That's not fair. I've
been playing this a little more.
Yeah, Beck is probably gonna beat me here. Probably.
Oh, we're just showing off what this game has.
Yeah, and there is a story.
Well, every fighting game has a story, just not very central.
Every fighting game has a story, but it usually consists of like 3 tiles before the game starts. Something about someone abducting someone usually, or a tournament on some island.
Something like that. This one, it's there's this thing called the Skull Heart, and it grants a girl's wish, and I guess all these characters you play as are going after it, basically.
It's pretty simple, but kind of a cute story, really, and it's actually pretty fleshed out for a Xbox Live PlayStation download game.
So this supports GGPO, which is supposed to have good latency, advertised as you won't see the difference playing online as you would playing against someone on the couch, but recently I've had having a lot of lag against players.
Really?
Like right here, I'm having some serious lag.
I'm getting a little bit of lag on my end. Nothing too bad. This game is really fluid looking, and so I think you're gonna notice drops a little more than other games.
Yeah.
And there are multiple modes. There's the online mode as KO, as we're playing right now. There's versus, which like Vector said, you're sitting on the couch playing with a pal. And we have arcade and story mode. And what are the differences between arcade and story mode?
Well, story mode is basically story mode, and arcade mode is just put you up a line against a number of fighters. It'll be usually random between how many fighters you'll face. Like you can, in the selection screen, you can you select either one super powerful fighter, two pretty powerful fighters, and three normal powered fighters. And depending on how your playstyle, it can benefit you in different ways.
Oh yeah, this game is pretty deep. It was designed by fighting fans, and I really think it was designed for fighting fans as well. You got a lot of complicated moves, systems. It's pretty deep. So I really do think this game is destined to be played at arcade tournaments.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's quite deep, and it's really easy to pick your favorite character with only 8.
Yeah, there really aren't too many characters, which for a game that's $15 is not a drawback. And like you said, I think you're going to become more accustomed to the characters. And there also is no move selection in this game, is that correct?
There's no move, there's no connect. Oh wow,
Did you just freeze out?
Yeah, I just got disconnected. Yeah, the online's been a real pain lately. Yeah. I don't know what's up with it. Yeah,
it is disappointing. We had this problem a few nights ago too as we played, and I'm not sure for a game they pushed the online working so well what's going on. It is pretty young game, so
yeah, it should get better. Again, maybe everyone is flooding the oh fantastic, server request timed out.
Wow. Well, why don't you go ahead and jump into the story mode, Beck?
If I can, I can. Well, let's just try this one more again. 8 minutes in and we're already going downhill. Alright, well, let's just talk about some other stuff. This game is relatively skill-based. Like, you can kind of go in against other players and just mash buttons, but it is relatively difficult if the other person knows what they're doing. I guess like any fighter, but
it really is. This game especially, you know, you could get on Tekken or Mortal Kombat, especially in the arcade, and hit the punch, kick button, go forward, and you can hold your own. You know, like you said, if the player knows what they're doing, it won't last long. But in this game, you know, if you're playing someone who at all is trying to use the moves and not just button mash, you're not going to win. There's just so much going on here that it's I think it's almost impossible to win like that.
Yeah. It's the story mode and the arcade mode they require a lot of skill. It's really difficult. Like most fighting games, arcade modes and such, it requires a lot of skill, especially the last boss. The last boss is always a bitch, no matter what difficulty, no matter what form of skill you have.
It's a tough game. This game is definitely not just for the casual player, it's definitely for your hardcore fighting fan. And also there's some juggling in this game, is that correct?
Yeah, I guess like any game, there's a little bit of juggling, definitely not at the level of like Marvel vs. Capcom or something. Which is
a good thing, probably.
Oh yeah, for sure. You don't want infinite combos or anything. Yeah, this game's really fun. I'm really enjoying it. Like, I'm not a big fighting fan, but it has a certain style to it that just appeals to me. And I'm pretty sure it'll, bless you.
Hey.
I'm pretty sure it will appeal to a lot of other people as well. Just the hand-drawn art style, the kind of, I guess it won't appeal to a lot, I guess, well, maybe women alike, but the core demographic will be, I guess, to men. There are a lot of busty babes in this. I just got my ass handed.
That there is certainly a lot of busty babes in this game, so, you know, again, it's going after your certain anime game fan.
Yeah, and it's really weird too, because even though they're like well formed in the body, they're very deep formed overall. I mean, each character is like completely screwed up. You got like Misfortune, she can dismember herself, like all her body parts will just fall off, and Peacock is, I don't even know what Peacock is, and Painwheel is just like some experiment. Everyone has their own bizarreness, I guess.
And I do believe that they do plan to have some additional DLC to include some more characters, possibly, from what I've heard, male.
Yeah, I doubt that.
You doubt that? That'll sell about as well as a noob Sailbot DLC in Mortal Kombat, I suppose.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that would sell a lot.
But no one likes noob Sailbot.
It's just the game is fairly bare bones, but it's like $15. When I say bare bones, I don't mean like empty. It's like it has the online play, it has the arcade and story mode, which is quite a bit. Each character does have their own little story segments.
Yeah,
some better than others, you know. But
clearly, this game was meant to focus on the art style and fighting mechanics, and kind of just let everything else, you know, be serviceable, but not very deep.
Yeah, for sure.
And this was developed by I believe Autumn Games, or was it Revenge Labs, correct?
Reverge Labs, yeah.
Reverge Labs, and this was their first ever game?
I believe so. It's, from what I understand, the guys behind it are veteran developers.
It was kind of a labor of love, though. Kind of everyone who's into fighting games kind of got at least in the video game development world kind of got together to create this game over the course of a few years.
Yeah, sure. It's labor of love, as you said.
Oh yeah.
My only big problem with this game really is the lack of move lists. Like, I can't even pause here because the game works so badly. In the menu, it'll say like how to play. It shows all your button assignments, which you can modify here, but it doesn't have a moves list. The only way you can get a moves list is go online, and it advises you to go online and download their PDF, which is really bizarre.
Yeah, that's a bit nearsighted. I guess they didn't want to spend the time to include. I guess it would have been some effort. And then that ties back to what we were saying about the menu design and just the general package being a little slim.
Yeah, it's a good game. I'm really enjoying it. Like, yeah, I'm really surprised by it. It's one of those games I didn't expect to really enjoy, and or at least really get into. And I would highly recommend it.
Yeah, it's a fun game, and it's a game that I think even people who weren't fighting fans before might pick up and actually kind of dig it, kind of get into it, just because it's so weird and zany.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess that's a little taste of what you can expect from Skullgirls.
Yeah, it's overall a great game, and I think you can look forward to our review in a few days. Isn't that right?
Yep, for sure.
All right. Well, this has been Dack and
Beck.
And this is a Hardcore Gamer first look for Skullgirls. Thanks for watching.